It's springtime in East Texas, and love is in the air. This is mating season for the eastern wild turkey. And turkey lover Terrance Jackson is trying to call in a gobbler.
Just hearing that sound come at you through the timber and it's amplified.
They came in quiet and we didn't know they was over there.
But it just gets the adrenaline going and the heart pumping, and it's just nothing like it.
If it was a season, he would have been gone. He'd have been toast.
I've always loved the woods, and I love East Texas. I would live out here if I could. I was raised in East Texas in Henderson County, a little town called Malakoff. And when I was a youngster, I was always going and running through the woods. I guess I just got interested in turkeys, I think, when I was a kid and I was watching Wild America, Marty Stafford, when he did a special on wild turkeys. And I was like, those are beautiful birds. I started hunting Easterns a long time ago. My first place that I went on a turkey hunt was public land, and I went there and shot at my first turkey that I caught in, and I missed him. And I guess it's been a vendetta ever since. I've been after him. Every year, I'm turkey hunting in the spring. I love it when I'm out here and everything's quiet and just the nature is speaking. I go in listening. On the turkey hunt, that's what it's about. It's about listening to what's going on around you and being aware.
Two jakes coming in. Yeah, I don't want to come out here and shoot a jake. Every bird I've taken out here has been a 2 or 3 year old bird. I just like to give them a shot. I come here every year, so if they make it through the season, they'll be nice long birds next year. Well, we know they're in here. See if we can get an old bird talking.
The story of the wild turkey in Texas has been one of feast and famine. When European settlers started coming to East Texas, turkeys were thriving. One early settler wrote, "The droves of wild turkeys are so numerous, they disturb the traveler with their clucking." But those settlers quickly changed the landscape.
Around 1925, a hunter could harvest up to 25 turkeys a year. By the 1940s, there were less than 100 eastern wild turkeys throughout East Texas. Overharvest as well as habitat decline really led to the demise of the population.
In the 1970s, the Texas Parks and Wildlife Department started a program bringing wild trap turkeys from other states to Texas.
All right, girl. See you in Texas.
And the program looked promising. Over the next 20 years, more than 7,000 eastern wild turkeys were stocked in East Texas.
Now we're using a super stocking strategy where we release 80 turkeys onto one area of good habitat in hopes that the population will grow from there.
Thanks to the success of these stockings, a spring hunting season has reopened in parts of East Texas.
Yeah, they travel through here on the regular. I see yesterday's tracks and 2 sets from today. A couple of birds moving through here. When I'm on these turkey hunts, basically I love to get away from the busyness of Houston and work and the crowdedness. The sound of the birds, the quiet in the morning, and walking through the woods is something that pulls at you. But I can't tell if that's a hog, or a hog come through and try to root something, or yeah, that's hog rooting. Feral hogs can be detrimental to turkey nests. Typically, I'm prayerful every time I'm out here. and I've gotten good response. While we were sitting out and the sun was beaming, I said a little prayer. I'd be much obliged if we got a little cloud cover and got a little relief, and we got more than what we bargained for. The rain started coming down pretty hard, and so I used my best to block as much as I could. While it was coming down and I was sitting under that vest, drenched, I was like, well, what more can I say? I don't guess there's much else I can say. Is this it? Is it over?
Not quite over. Once the rain let up, something crept up. Snorting. Feral hogs.
They out here rooting up stuff. That's a danger to the nesting hens out here. At least pop one, maybe that'll run them up out of here. This will make for some good eating right here. This has been a long week. All of the ripping and running and walking miles through the woods and up hills and downhill, and it's just been a challenge this year. Even though it was tempting to take those jakes that first day, with it being Easterns and we not having a lot of them out here, I just didn't have it in me to pull the trigger. I'd hope to get out there and hunt them as 2-year-olds next year and give them a chance to help repopulate the area.
The turkey was here before we were, and I think it's important that we preserve this area so that turkeys can thrive here, and hopefully the turkey population will expand into other linked habitats that are nearby.
You win some, you lose some. We'll give it another shot next year. When that season opens, I'll be out there hunting those Easterns. See if we can make it happen.
This project was funded in part by a grant from the Wildlife Restoration Program.